It's decision-making time. Will you be one of the billionaires that are going to result from this AI revolution? On the other hand, will you be one of the multimillionaires who understand what is going to happen and make good investment decisions as we move into this biggest change our world has ever seen? Now, before you go much further, I want you to do some homework. The first thing I want you to do is find this Bloomberg's video. It's on YouTube. Find it, watch it. When you finish watching it, watch it again and understand what they are telling you. Then what I want you to do this weekend is watch this movie. If you'll do those two things and you'll digest what you consumed and then come back and watch the rest of this video, you're going to have an advantage as to what's going to happen in this world over the next 2 to 5 years that is going to give you an opportunity to first become a millionaire as an informed investor, and then to become a billionaire as an informed small businessman. I'll explain it to you in detail, but first, go watch the Bloomberg video. Then go watch Her. Her will blow you away. This was a movie that was made, I would guess, in 2011 and 2012, and then aired in 2013. We're 10 years later. This is the beginning of that. Okay, I'm going to assume you did your homework and you watched Her. That was amazing. That was a view into tomorrow. And again, recognize it was made over 10 years ago. So it isn't really up to speed, but I think it brings you up to speed. We are going to have avatars that we're going to maybe not have a sexual relationship with, but they are going to be an important part of our life as they give us access to all the information in the world. But what I really took away from that movie and then the video, the Bloomberg video, was I have an opportunity, and I also have an advantage. I've lived this before. I lived and saw Steve Jobs and Bill Gates rise to their fame. I saw Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg, a college student in his dorm room, become a billionaire because he wasn't smarter than the rest of us. Yeah, he was in Harvard, but all he did was connect the dots. And that's what we have the opportunity to do today. So let me just explain how I interpret it for my situation. And then I will hope that there's some of you that will interpret it and come up with your ticket to become a billionaire. And again, recognize there are 7.95 billion people in the world. As a reason, in 2000, there were 6 billion. And out of those 6 billion, 2,781 of them became billionaires. That's 0.004%. Now, what you have to decide right now, and what I'm deciding right now, is do I want to be a part of that 0.004% this go round in the AI revolution and become one of the 3,684 AI billionaires? Yeah, I do. I decided I want to do it. So what did I do? I created a model. I said, okay, what am I going to emulate? And I did some research and I said, who is the largest financial advice company in the world? Not the bank, not Goldman Sachs, but I came up with BlackRock. And BlackRock manages $10.47 trillion assets under management. They had revenues last year of $17.9 billion. That was down 2% from the prior year. They have a market cap from that 17 billion in revenue, a market cap of $116.19 billion. So that gives them a PE ratio of 19.86 billion. They have 26,000 employees. So, and their CEO Lawrence D. Fink makes $27 billion a year. That's my model, okay? So what I have to do is create a business that provides better financial advice than BlackRock. Well, how do I do that and not have 26,000 employees? I get one of Jensen and Michael Dell's AI factories, and I put it right there. It is a computer that I'm probably going to have to pay $26,000 to $30,000 for. And then I'll buy Copilot, and then I'll sign up with ServiceNow to take all the data that I have been able to accumulate over my lifetime and access the data from the data sources on investment advice. And if you remember in the video or in the movie Her, what was her name? Samantha? Samantha says, I reviewed all your emails, and here is a summary of all your emails. That's Copilot. That's Copilot. So I can go and sign up for Seeking Alpha and show my portfolio, and Zacks and show my portfolio, and 4 other advisory websites and show my portfolio. And every morning they will send me every bit of information that they have gathered on my 40 stocks and put it in my email mailbox. So I will go to my Samantha, that's Scarlett Johansson, and I will ask her, summarize every email that I received this morning relative to the stock market from my 6 sources and put it into a summary. Now create a newsletter and send it out to my 1 million followers about what happened in the stock market yesterday. I don't have 26,000 employees. I got Samantha, and she lives in that box over there called an AI factory. Now I go and I say to my 10,000, 1 million subscribers, fill out this survey and give me some input as to who you are and where you are in the investment world. Now I go to Samantha and I say, Samantha, use that information on that survey to give me a profile of who my potential clients are, my potential new subscribers are, and then go find them on Facebook and put an ad in front of them and go to my 10,000 happy fans or subscribers and interview them, Samantha, and create a commercial, a testimonial that I can use in my videos that I'm putting out on a daily basis on YouTube and Facebook and TikTok and Instagram, and find me some more people. That's my advertising. That's BlackRock's advertising department. Of the 26,000 people they have, that's 1,000 of them. I got it in that box over there. Her name is Samantha. She's doing that for me. Do you see what is happening? It is giving me the ability to emulate what Mark Zuckerberg did. But he had to buy all these people. He had to gain access to money. He gave up 80% of his company to get what he's got today. All I got to do is buy one of Jensen and Michael's AI factories, put it right there, program Samantha to do all the work, and I've got 1 employee. Now I'll keep Mark and Trent because they're going to have to help me program Samantha. But that's what they're giving us. This is going to change the world. Does that mean I'm going to put 26,000 people out of work? No, because as I told you, only 0.004 of the 795 billion people in the world are going to get it. There's only going to be 3,684 of us who are going to connect the dots to become billionaires. That are going to say, that's Samantha. I saw that in a movie called Her. I understood it. That's that video I watched on Bloomberg, where Jensen and Bill and Michael explained to me a AI factory. that I will pay $30,000 happily for to eliminate 26,000 employees that what's his name, Lawrence D. Fink had to access and hire and pay in order to build his what was it, his $116.19 billion company. I can do it for $30,000. And I might have to hire a few people who are smarter than me. But the fact is, I connected the dots. And then the fact is, I'm sharing that with you. Now, here's the decision you have to make. You got two decisions to make. One is, am I going to become one of these 3,684 billionaires, or am I going to tap into Samantha with Kerry and pay him $60 a month to get that kind of genius? I'll ask you, have you seen this anywhere else? Has anyone else told you what I just shared with you? Told you that you can buy these companies and then if you'll go to my cheat sheet, you'll see. Yeah, I'm projecting that Nvidia will grow by some 50%, 100%. I don't know. Over the next 3 years, but there's a company in there. There's at least 5 of them in there that are going to grow by 1,000% because they are going to create the missing parts from that AI factory. They are going to supply the little widget that goes in there that Jensen needs, that Michael needs. They're going to supply the air conditioning that goes into my machine. Oh my God. This is a gift from God. All you have to do is watch that Bloomberg video. And I know most of you didn't do it and haven't done it. And most of you, that's the beauty of all this, of the 10,000 people that might see this video, 4 of them will do what it takes to get this job done. And then those 4 will be smart enough to share it with their kids, with their grandkids. Say, you got to see this. This guy lived this before, and now he's sharing what he knows is going to happen. Watch the video. If you don't believe me, watch the video. And if you don't believe them, watch her. Her is tomorrow made 10 years ago. 10 years ago. 13 years ago. I don't know. I just have never in my approaching 79 3/4 years, I have never seen such a glaring opportunity to accumulate wealth. Yeah, I take that back. I did see it, but I didn't recognize it. I wasn't smart enough in 89, 90, to connect the dots. But I am now, and I'm sharing it with you. And I'm sending you a personal invitation. Get on the bus. Get